What is up there, SEO pros? Welcome back. Today we're doing Q&As, and this is going to be from the Facebook group and the YouTube subscribers. So if you guys have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the live chat as well, and I'll answer them there. If you're watching this video in the future, you can leave a comment on this YouTube channel and let me know, and I'll be able to answer the questions in the near future. Cool, so I don't know why I can't log in right now. It's really weird. So the first questions we're going to answer are this one right here from my Facebook page. We got a question from Yvonne, and let me just leave a note for all these questions so I can do timestamps and this just reply with the video. So let me just go over here. 1 second. All right. So 50 seconds. Yvonne. All right, so the question from Yvonne says, "Hey Chase, been watching your YouTube channel. Thank you for all the good info. It means a lot. Got a small question. Obviously, you do this for a living, and I would love to pay you for a second to answer this question. You said having a keyword in your business name is important. My business name is Fit in Motion, and my URL is fit-inmotion.com. It used to be Fit in Motion Training PDX and Fit in Motion Training PDX.com, but an SEO guy I was working with had me change it. Ooh, that's not good. So I've gone through the whole process of editing all my citations. I bought fitmotionpersonaltraining.com a bit ago, and I was thinking about going out in the web and changing my business name to Fit in Motion Personal Training. Do you think I should? Should I just change it on my Google My Business listing? That's my question. However, you want to do it, I would love to Venmo you money for the time. You look busy, so I don't want to just be a bother. You're probably not taking on new clients, but I'm looking for someone to run stuff by here in there. So generally, when you're doing like SEO, you don't want to be changing your name a bunch. If you have had a URL for a long time, and somebody said, "Oh, just change it because of the branding," you really don't want to do this until it's like a last resort, because you usually probably have a good amount of domain authority and authority under that domain name. You can still change your titles and your Google My Business and all this stuff without changing your domain name, which would be better, because that way you don't have to like lose all your authority. But if you just straight up change to a new domain and do redirects, you're going to lose a lot of page authority and domain authority. So I don't know where you're at with this new site, but it might be even a better idea to go back to the old site and then just change your brand title through your like title tags and through your Google My Business and that stuff, and keep the same domain, than to just change domains for the domain name unless it's absolutely crucial. Cool. Tate says, "How many sites have you ranked till today?" Well, it depends on what you mean by rank. Like, do you mean pages on the site, or like the actual websites themselves? Because you know, there's going to be a lot of pages on a website, so in order to rank all of those, it's a completely different deal. I've done SEO for about 2 years, so I've ranked a lot of really competitive keywords, like for instance Geico versus Progressive. I ranked somebody for scented coconut oil. What else? There's a lot. Beginner fishing tips. And I'm just showing you the keywords that are bringing in a lot of traffic right now. I've ranked my own sites for like iPhone repair Santa Barbara, which is where I'm at. Computer repair. I actually used to have a whole list of all the keywords that I'm ranking people for, but I mean, I would have to go through my search console and go through all the different clients and what they're currently ranking for. But a lot of local stuff, some national stuff. I'm ranking myself right now for like White Hat SEO 2017 and other stuff like that. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I'm not on here to like brag or anything. How do you keep your clients happy? So that actually has to do with the new business model that I've been working on through the new pre-sale that I've been launching for the course around SEO triforcing and switching models from rankings mainly as the sole purpose to conversion tracking and ROI, which has actually made them a lot happier. Okay, let's go to the next question. So this is in the SEO triforcing group. "Hi, I was doing keyword research when suddenly came across to this SEO checker, I guess. Look at position 8. There is a website that has domain authority 1, page authority 1, trust flow 0, citation flow 0, no social shares, nothing. This keyword has 1,544 monthly searches. Any idea why this site is outranking many others? Let's check it out. Best hybrid golf clubs. And it looks like it's probably that one, I guess. Wait, what did she say? Number 6? Number 8. Oh, that's that one right there. So if we look at this domain, I forgot to check what time this was at. Was it at probably like 5 minutes? What was the question, Lisa? So I mean, just because it's not showing a high page authority and a high domain authority, which are basically arbitrary metrics, doesn't mean that it shouldn't be ranking. Let me see this. Oh gosh darn, I have to sign into Moz to be able to see the overall. Whoops. Trying to remember one of my million passwords. There we go. So domain authority says 1, like she said. I love how this is a .golf domain. It's pretty funny. I didn't even know they had .golf domains. Whoops. Just trying to see if there's any link metrics on this. I mean, my answer is going to be the same either way. You don't need this stuff in order to rank. Like, it doesn't, just because you have 0 domain authority doesn't mean you can't rank like with really good content, which is like kind of where we're headed with the whole concept behind UEO and UIO. They might have extremely high click-through rates on this. They might be ranking for tons of other semantically related keywords, which is going to help them rank for their main keyword, which might be this. And you can see that the content's filled out really well with multimedia. The bounce rates might be really low. I mean, there's a lot that could go into this besides just, oh, well, they're not getting a ton of links. So that's the cool thing about, you know, SEO as we move forward. And what I'm teaching in this course is that you don't need, you know, thousands of links to be able to rank this content these days. So, I mean, that kind of goes into like also, you know, building skyscraper content, building out really high user experience targeted content, user intent targeted content, and then fulfilling that with as much as you can, and targeting related keywords as well with what you're going for. So William says, where do I get your $100 a month mastermind? I don't have a $100 a month mastermind yet, but that could be a good idea. I watched your Rank and Rent series, but didn't go over but you didn't go over on how you actually charge the computer repair techs for the leads. Please explain. Thanks. So I actually don't. I dropped that business because of that, because it takes so long to be able to manage all that stuff. Even though I was getting all the leads from the Rank and Rent stuff. I want to buy your course, but what makes it different than the courses that are already out there? I mean, the course that I'm doing is like entirely around new concepts that I've been sort of coining around SEO. If you want to see the course outline, you can see it right here. If you go to SEO course, scroll down. So I should probably actually do another video just kind of covering the course outline, which I probably will do. I probably do the first video in the group as the video for the course, as well as release it publicly, and the rest of them will be private. But you can see it says why Triforcing, why UEO, why UIO, mass authority building concepts, skyscraper content structure, the selling concepts on how you would sell to clients, and how you would restructure your business internally, which is around selling based off ROI, getting away from hourly service based model, and why, showing value based off undeniable facts versus possibilities, which is like, you know, when you're selling to people saying, oh, well, we could do this, and actually showing them like how you do this and why you do this and how it's going to be done, and then knowing your worth from the ROI based model, and then when you're setting your foundation, this is a lot of the stuff that we'll be covering, like Google My Business optimization, setting that up, getting your reviews, starting to start generating reviews, selecting your main content distribution channels, and then your content strategy, streamlining your content. We'll probably be covering this through Pitchbox. Tracking your ROI through conversion tracking on online and offline assets. Siphoning your traffic from the content strategies and streamlined content to controllable assets, which is going to aid in building authority. Setting up your content upgrades through text to sign up, Thrive, leads, or whatever you're going to be using. But I'm going to be teaching it through these things. Setting up OBS if you're going to be doing repurposed content, which I'm going to recommend. Keyword research based off UEO and UIO. On-page optimization for UEO and UIO and how these things pair together. Distributing your content through social networks and groups, and distributing your content with link outreach through some cool stuff I do through Ahrefs and Twitter, and outreach automation through Pitchbox. And then this other program that I just started using called Contactually. Repurposing content concepts, which should actually be up here. Monetization at the end through your value ladder, Instapage, landing pages, or ClickFunnels. I'm going to be showing you guys how to set that stuff up. Running ads to this stuff, and then repeating the process to overall build huge authority. So that's just a run through. Jonathan says, question, I have a website I manage. The homepage is starting to rank on the first page. I am going to build out more pages to target some of the keywords they're starting to rank for. What will the homepage and new page both rank? Will the new page be recognized by Google? What should happen? Will the homepage and the new page both rank? So you have to be careful of the keywords cannibalizing each other. Will the new page be recognized by Google? That's completely up to Google. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I mean, obviously you're going to be wanting to target semantically related keywords because you're trying to be recognized as an entity in your niche. It looks like, oh shit, did I just ban Jonathan? What the hell? Hold on, can I unban him? I don't even know how I just did that. Whoops, sorry. Jonathan, if you're watching this, I apologize. I don't know how I just banned you. But as I was saying, for the pages, you're going to want to use topical seeding, right? And target semantically related keywords, but you don't want the keywords to cannibalize each other. So, of course, you're going to want to go for related keywords, but not directly related. And the posts are probably going to be more informational based anyways, right? Unless you're just creating a ton of the same landing pages around the same landing page that your homepage is targeting. William says, what is the best business model to make money from local SEO without client work? Probably rank and rent or PPL, like Darren Perkey does. But even then, he's charging to clients. How do you do site audit for a non-English e-commerce website? Probably the same way you do a regular audit, but without English. I don't know how you would expect to target or to do an audit differently. I mean, maybe the only thing would be figuring out the href lang if that's not present. All right. So that one's answered over there. Start answering the questions in the Facebook group. Hey guys, I own linkbuilder.com. Let's check it out. Very cool. Can't seem to find some time to devote to it. If anyone's interested. Oh, he's trying to sell it. Oh gosh. Websites with 50 backlinks with only 2 referring domains. Websites with 70 backlinks with only 6 referring domains. Websites with 200 backlinks but only 17 referring domains. I search companies that I am into competition with, and I'm starting to see this a lot. What is your opinion when you see websites with this? My opinion is that, or I'm just going to say it. My opinion is that, you know, links are becoming less and less important these days. So I wouldn't be spending as much time trying to focus on how many links do my competitors have versus how many links do I have, because I feel like because user metrics are becoming so much more important, and so is user intent, that links are probably your last priority. Although I do think links are important, and I still do outreach, mainly through the concepts I'll be teaching in here. But it's not to the point where I use that as my main way to rank. And I usually use it as my last effort versus my first. Pat says, my client opened a new office almost 2 years ago. Hold on, let me like these. Added a new page for the location and did all of the on-page stuff and built over 100 citations. From the big guys to the small ones. The map pack, they're number 2, and organically they're 6 or 7 for city dentist. Stuck there. It's not a big city. Manhattan, but one that's become pretty popular over the last 2 years. Can't move up or down. Add custom content about 750 words to the location page, and it didn't help. The main domain has been around a long time and has good DA. Due to the design only links, I have the location pages in the footer. Any other ideas? Let's try this. SEO checklist. So I'm going to recommend he follows this. Have you followed this checklist? And also I recommend a post I recently created around this. So I actually just recently created a iPhone repair SEO guide, which can pretty much go into anything that somebody's trying to do in terms of local SEO. This is just happens to be an iPhone repair business I was able to rank in a couple months. So if you guys want that link, I'll put that in the description. Joel says, or sorry, Jonathan says, LOL. Okay, thanks, damn, what a conundrum. Yeah, I mean, basically you're just not wanting to cannibalize one page with another's keywords. But of course, semantically targeting other related keywords is perfectly fine. Joel says, quick question. I'm focusing on local SEO maps and getting great results. Not really focusing on links. What do you know about creating labels on the business console? Is that helping me rank locally? Creating labels on my business console? I don't even know what that means. Labels on business console. Yeah, you got me there, man. I don't know what labels on business console means. Gary says, no, Joel, that is for internal organization. Yeah, I thought that's what he was talking about. He's talking about like labeling his search console with notes, right? Putting a heavy focus on reviews, uploading posts, my business listing labels, and social... Whoa. Putting a heavy focus on reviews, uploading posts on my business listing, labels... I still don't know what labels are. And social signals like shares and comments. Any other advice? Like I said, I would read this guide right here. Google My Business... Oh, are you talking about categories? Does Google My Business have like labels and categories now? Because that doesn't make sense. That's like the tag of WordPress, right? Let me see if I can go to my Google My Business. One second. All right. Labels. Interesting. I don't know if that really helps. Let's see. SEO. Add label. This totally seems like tags for WordPress. That's so funny. I really don't know if those help. For organizing clients in different businesses, no, not cats. Yeah, it's internally, right? Type in MOVA Law Group Injury Attorneys. All right. Let's see if we can find any labels. I don't see any labels. Yeah, I think what's Gary has it right when this is more internal for you to be able to see, not for other people. Idoa says, I am taking up a project. I'm a university student, which basically involve coming up with a robust strategy to improve sales on Finnish e-commerce store. All right. Right on. Michael says, hi, Chase. What's up, Michael? The store is hurl.fi. What steps can you advise me to take? I mean, I would probably recommend an entire SEO audit. I couldn't just tell you right off of looking at it for a second. This is like an hour-long process. Plus, I don't even know this language. Let's see if Google Translate can get it. I mean, first of all, you don't have any keywords in your title tag, and there's no content besides pictures on here, so that would probably be my first recommendation. Let's go back. Whoops. And as that business pops up, you can add a label to it. Sorry, I mean my business listing. It's business console. Sorry. It's when a user finds your listing and has an opportunity to create their own label. Yeah, you got me there, man. I've never even heard of that, so I don't know if that really does help. It might be something I have to look up. I apologize. Hey, guys, maybe you can help me out. Let's say I have an Italian website. Well, hold on. Let me grab this time. 20, we'll just call it 2040. Hey guys, maybe you can help me out. Let's say I have an Italian website where I created an English page for my international customers. Can I rank this page for Google.com for my English speaking searchers? If so, do I have to implement the Ahref tag? I think it's the Ahref lang tag in the header of this page. Ashley says you can create a subdirectory for English content and then also use Ahref lang, helps too. And then I also think you can set it up in Search Console as well. But it'd probably be best to create a separate directory like Ashley's talking about. And then, yeah, you can also change the targeting in Search Console. You probably want to do both. Layton says, okay, so hold on, let me grab that time. 21. Okay, so let's imagine you're setting up a WordPress site for cooking, training, and recipes. You need to have a page called Learn to Cook and a page called Recipes in the main nav. Would you post each tip and recipe as an article and simply make the pages the tag pages? Well, I wouldn't use tags. Or would you create a unique page for each and make each recipe its own page or article and include a snippet on this page? I know both are possible, and hopefully I'm conveying my point properly. I'm basically asking tag page or unique page and wondering what would be more effective. I'm personally leaning towards unique pages. That would be more work. Yeah, so I would do... I'm still trying to understand. He wants to rank recipes, right? In a page called in the main nav with a page called Recipes. I would probably post these as categories under a certain subject, and then the posts would be the actual recipes. But I wouldn't use tags. I'd use categories. I mean, because a lot of this is going to be informational based, you're probably not going to have pages with... I mean, maybe your pages would be categories, like recipes would be a page, and then your different recipes would be other pages, but it would make more sense to have this as posts and do these as categories, I think. Ryan says, ideally you'd want to make them custom post types. You'd have a page to learn to cook and a page for recipes, and each would act like its own blog. So every time you created a new recipe or how it would get fed into a This sounds crazy to me. Why would you do that? Why don't you just create a blog with different recipes for your different types of category? Hold on, let's go. How to make chocolate chip cookies. So that would be recipes, Food Network Kitchen. There's the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Then if we go to recipes, these would be all the different posts, right? And that would be the category. Yeah. So I don't know what he's talking about. You'd be creating a separate WordPress blog per type. No, that does not sound right to me. Michael says, I just got a job as an SEO and been there for 4 days. I'm a newbie. Any tips for me because you're a master of SEO? I know the basics like good content and good keyword. Any other tips? I got tons of tips. Hold on. I would read this post right here. It's a 17,000 word article on SEO tips for 2017, which 60 of them are mine. All right, next question. Page speed testing tool, which I'd probably just use page speed insights, but I don't know if that doesn't target New Zealand or something. Tony says, hi, almost by accident. Wait, hold on, let me get this time. 24, or sorry, 25:10. What was it? Tony. Hi, almost by accident, I've ended up with 1 million business contacts. I want to create a directory and generate revenue from it, subs, ads, lists, etc. I see a lot of people selling directory software, but I can't help thinking that they will end up with a slice of my pie. Any suggestion on the software that will let me run the directory, including managing subs, reminders, etc., but keep the income 100% in my pocket? By the way, I'm in the UK. So I think what Tony's saying is he somehow by accident wound up with 1 million emails that are business contacts, and he wants to create a directory of these and generate revenue from it. And he wants software that will help him run that directory, which will manage subscribers and also give reminders to them, but give him 100% of the profit. I think I'm hearing that correctly. And if so, I really, first of all, don't understand, one, how you can accidentally get 1 million contacts. And then two, how you would be wanting to convert them into people on your site if maybe they're not even interested. And then three, how you would monetize off of that if you don't know the first two in the first place. Oh gosh, I just lost all of the different comments because of this stupid Facebook group algorithm. So that being said, I don't have any really words of advice to help him, Tony, so I apologize. But let's go on to the next one. I don't even see his comment anymore. Oh, there it is. Jeremy, let's grab the time here. 27:10, Jeremy. Jeremy says, question around meta description. I have a page whose meta description is entered correctly on backend. Correct meta descriptions are showing when looking at Screaming Frog Crawl, and even when you view page source shows correct meta description. But on Google SERP, it's not picking it up and just pulling the first text on the page. Have you done a fetch and index request from Search Console 3 times, starting since late June? Anyone? Oh, sorry. Have done a fetch and index request from Search Console 3 times, starting since late June. Anyone have an idea on what I can do to get Google SERP to update? Thanks. So sometimes with meta descriptions, just because you change them doesn't mean Google's going to want to pull that meta description. So it might be that they just don't want to pull it because they like their meta description. But what you can do is you can use cached and then the name of the, and then colon, the name of the URL, and it'll show you when's the last time it was crawled. Or sorry, it's not cache. I think it's cache. Or C-H. C-A-H. There it is. Cache. And then it'll show you when it was last crawled. If it was crawled recently, then you know that it just doesn't want to change the meta for you. If it wasn't crawled, then you have something to do with, you need to look more into your entire site around crawl rate optimization, which I think I did a video on YouTube. Let's see if I can find it. Crawl rate optimization. Yeah. So in that case, I would watch this, which if you guys haven't seen this video on crawl rate optimization either, I would recommend you guys watch it. I'll leave it in the description. And by the way, if you guys haven't liked this video already, please leave a like. It'll help me out. All right, next one we got. A bunch of people already answered this one, so I'm not going to do that one. Let me log in really quick. Whoops. Oh my gosh, it's making me do this right now. I can't do this. Oh, I just want to look at the, oh my god, it's not, there we go, sweet. Bob says, is anyone seeing changes in the local snack pack? Acting very strange. Lots of movement right now. And what I have to say to that is Google's constantly testing their algo with different stuff, so I wouldn't be surprised. Greg says, what's your URL structure? List your own if you have a better idea. Have you ever had the most success with? And I actually did a reply right here. So I'm going to skip this. Gosh darn it. Skip that one. Does anyone in here have experience marketing for an author? Nope, gonna skip that one. So let's go. Hey guys, does anyone know what effect a new domain redirection would have to a live site? And Andy already answered this. All depends on the domain. If the domain already has a bunch of penalties on it or something. So you want to be careful. If it's a brand new domain, you're probably fine if it's never been used before. Does schema markup have to be in the header? Does it matter? I know scripts should be site-wide. Just wondering if the page should have the JSON in the header, footer, or body. The JSON usually goes in the header. So that's where I would put it. What was that on? That was 31. Sorry, that was like 30, 50. Daniel. Clark says, SEO question incoming. I have a sales page for a property management company as well as a service page explaining more in detail what the services entail. Should I try to rank the long form sales page or the service page? Ultimately, the sales page has better conversions, but the service page explains the service. The sales page is on the lead pages, and service page is just a WordPress page. I'm nervous they will both start to get more rankings as a sale page has more links flowing to it. Thoughts? So hold on one more time. I have a sales page for a property management company as well as a service page explaining in more detail. So I mean, he wants to know which one he should rank first, and I think it really depends on, you know, like we keep talking about, the user intent and what the user experience is for those pages, and whether or not the market's super oversaturated for that or not, and what kind of authority he has in this industry. I mean, ideally you'd want to rank a sales page first, right? Because then you're going to get better ROI, which in the end is probably the most important thing. But this is never like a case-by-case thing, and it really depends on where you're at with your current strategy and what type of basically power you have in order to be able to rank this stuff. In some situations, it's not even a good idea to try to rank these things first, because you would be better off trying to do other things like start building authority through reviews and using your main KPIs, the service, the local map pack. So, Idua says, how can e-commerce store improve its rankings and sales with SEO in other countries apart from its primary market? So start targeting shoulder niches. Let's see if I can find Backlinko's post. I would read this post right here by Backlinko because it's all about this. I'll put that in the description if you guys want to watch or read it too. Oh, it wouldn't let me link it. Alright. I'm looking to demo some agency reporting tools. What do you use? I just use Google Analytics. No! It's going to do it again. Damn it. Just gonna go to YouTube comments. They keep changing wherever, like, I literally have no idea where my freaking comments are anymore. There it is. Is that it? There we go. Dave Michael says, "Oh no, VC again. LOL, hate it. My dev guys used it for my site. It's terrible. I need an alternative. Chase. On VC hates Chrome, by the way. Doesn't work. So use Safari. Yeah, Visual Composer is literal hell." The Mind Artist says, "Another top-notch video. Thanks. Thanks, the Mind Artist." Jesse says, "Could you make a post about the automation tools you use for LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter?" Sure thing. I created an entire playlist for this. By the way, if you guys haven't seen my social media guides, I created a bunch back in the day. I can leave those in the description too if you want to see them. They actually get a lot of views, which is pretty interesting because I used to be super into social media, and then I was like, I'm just going to switch to only SEO because I want to hyper-focus my efforts. And I'll put them in here too. Jerome Victor says, "Hello, I'm new to in TinyRanker and learning how to schedule track daily using it." Yeah, I stopped using this tool a while ago. Let me know how it goes. The reason why I overviewed it is because they gave it to me for free, but I don't. That was back like when it was in beta, so I don't know how it's doing anymore. Echo says, "Do you know if keywordtool.io is the only tool to see how much something's getting searched on YouTube? I can't find anything else." Yeah, unfortunately, keywordtool.io is the only tool I found, and it also seems pretty inaccurate. Have you tried, actually I think TubeBuddy does this. Have you tried the TubeBuddy Chrome extension yet? Hey Chase, just had a quick question. Do you recommend skyscraper content if you're just trying to rank locally? Thanks, and I really appreciate your content. Some of the most comprehensive stuff. Thanks, Fancy Octopus. Love the name. I do recommend this solely for the purpose of massive review generation. And content distribution for link building, which is what the course covers. Chase, you're a rock star. Love from India. Thanks, Nalish. Joan says, "Terrific, thanks for doing this." You're welcome. Thanks for the feedback. This looks like somebody somehow spammed my channel. Same with this one. Same with this one. Same with that one. Just Webcore says, "Just ran across your channel the other day. Exactly what I was looking for, especially the rank and rent. I will be ordering your book and probably one-on-one session. Thanks again." Thanks, Webcore. I don't have a book yet. But when I do, I look forward to hearing your feedback. More spam. Excellent video. Thanks, Richard. This apparently didn't help somebody. More spam. Very useful, thanks. Thanks for the feedback. LPod Academy says, "Hi Chase, I left a comment earlier about some SEO advice. So far, Things have improved dramatically and I'm happy with the results. Could you analyze my on-site? I'd love to. If you'd like to schedule a time, here's my calendar. By the way, if any of you guys need audits or coaching or anything, let me know. My schedule is right on my website if you go to chaserunner.com and then just go to book an audit. I don't know where it went. There it is. Did you use lead pages or text to join? I use text to sign up, which is similar. More spam. Could someone summarize all the things you showed in this video? I don't have an hour to watch all of this. I'd have to go through the videos, so I don't know what it would be. More spam. Some great info even for experienced SEO professionals. Thanks, Andrew. Your core sales page looks kind of lame. Thanks for the feedback. More spam. Sorry, I'm trying to. A lot of these are just like thanks, so I don't really have a lot of questions here. Are you able to run multiple podcasts? You have like 2 to 3 different ones on iTunes in different categories. I think you need different Podbeans accounts for this, for the separate RSS feeds. God, there's so much spam. He wants to know where to get the citations, which I still need to create a white label page for that. I could probably reply to a lot of these on my own since a lot of them aren't questions. They're just like thanks. How did you learn SEO? I started by reading books. Let's see, SEO. Actually, I'm going to do the blog post. Just to link the blog post. I did a blog post on how I went from 0 to making 30,000 or 20,000 in the SEO industry. Here's how I went from getting fired from a sushi job to doing what I do now. Do you have any space for a remote intern? I really would appreciate an opportunity to work with your team. I try not to take anybody on remotely, unfortunately, because I've had a lot of bad experiences. So as for the moment, I'm not doing that, but maybe in the future I will. Biago says, will you reduce your audit price anytime soon? I need a couple of audits, and I did some SEO already, and I need more of a deep inside look audit. Yeah, so my audit price actually just got reduced. It was 500 until just recently. It's at 200 now, so. Chris says, hey Chase, what software do you use to share your screen while also being live? Is it built into YouTube? Well, you can use Hangouts and to do a screen share, but I use this thing called OBS, which if you're in either of my courses, I show how to set this stuff up. Greetings from Olympic Peninsula. So if I have the Yoast plugin, I still need to use Schema plugin for the backend. Is that correct? I'm new to SEO. Yes. Yes, most definitely. Hey Chase, love your SEO videos, but I have a question for local SEO citations. Must the meta description and title all be the same as that of the homepage? Nope, not necessary. As long as your NAP is consistent. Alright, looks like I answered a lot of these other ones. Alright guys, I'm probably going to get to building my course now since the outline's finally finished. If you guys do want to see the outline, it's on my site on the SEO course tab. And I kind of already did an introduction to it earlier on. So yeah, if you guys found this video helpful at all, let me know by leaving a like. And if you have any questions in the future, you of course can leave a comment on this video or go join the Facebook group, which you can also get access to if you haven't already by going to chaserunner.com and then just putting your email in here. Sterling said, would buying an expired domain in, let's say, Garage Door Niche help me rank faster, or are expired domains overrated? I probably would not mess around with expired domains just because of a lot of things that people are already doing to exploit them. And I think Google is really starting to pick up on that stuff now. So I'd probably just go with a new domain. And yeah. I mean, I went with a brand new domain for the iPhone repair site, which, like I said, if you want to read this post on how I did this, I was able to rank it in 2 months with a brand new domain. So, yeah. Alright guys, until I see you next time, happy SEOing.